What is going on, people? I actually made the trap account work, and as we like to say in Spanish, it was pretty much sin querer queriendo. Listen, see, what had happened was, this was probably like a couple of days before I went on my camping trip, and the shield on this account, the timing was a little bit off, so I decided I'm just gonna stay unshielded for a couple of hours. That way I can set the shield at the time that I usually do it. But what I didn't realize is that this guild was actually gonna scout me and actually rally me. Like, they have scouted me before and they never rallied me, so this time they decided, okay, we're gonna do it. So I was like, oh, okay, I mean, if you want to play, let's play. I didn't have any anti-scout on because I don't know why traps try to hide their comp. Like, everybody knows what you got. Like, everybody runs the same thing. So I'm not really sure why everybody's like trying to hide their comp. Everybody knows. So I didn't have no anti-scout. I didn't have my altar active. I didn't have any prisoner. Nothing. And I also couldn't get like full reinforcements because in pet there's not that many people that can go ahead and take a rally if they get into fury, so we didn't really want to take that chance. And the good news is that I don't really need reinforcements, so you know, if you could, I would welcome reinforcements, but at that time I was like, look, just give me whatever you can and then I'll see what we can do. So we got Doctor. Is it Doctor or is it just straight Doctor? I don't know. Either way, Zero is rallying me, and from what I understand, this guy loves his cavalry. So what I went ahead and did here is I made sure that I was going to be in a range, either phalanx or wedge, just to be ready, because let's be honest, there's not really that many people that open up with an infantry rally. And also, since I was online, if they were to check my phalanx, I can always just change it. Like, simple to do. Like, if you check my phalanx and you see that I have range up front, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch it to calves because I know you're gonna hit with infantry. So that's one of the main things about checking phalanx. You gotta make sure that they're offline, because if not, they can whoop, bamboozle you. But either way, so at this point I'm like, okay, I'm not really gonna get a bunch of reinforcements. I don't have any sort of like attack boost or anything like that. They know exactly what I got, so it's no secret. So at this point, it's just going ahead and taking the rally. So what I'm watching out for, since their rally timer is at 0, is these arrows, because I know they didn't have any sort of timer. So I went in there, I saw calves, and went ahead and changed to mix, and goodbye. There you go, Doctor 0 capped. Now I only went down like, I want to say like 2 million, maybe 2 million might. So that tells me that I can pretty much take any one rally, especially in this kingdom, with no problem. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really trap a bunch, is because if we're talking about like taking multiple rallies at once, like 2, 3, 4 rallies, then that's impressive to me. And wow, his cav gear was actually pretty damn nice. But yeah, like when you see traps that are only taking like one rally at a time, and it's like, to me that's not really impressive, and it's actually quite boring, which is why I don't really do much with this trap account. It's just, it's a super boring game style, or gameplay style. It's just But if I went to a guild that just can always reinforce me fully, and I can get 2 or 3 rallies at the same time, then at that point I'd be a little bit more excited. But I mean, look at this, 2 million damage while I pretty much had no reinforcements, because I'm pretty sure none of the reinforcements were even wounded, so it wasn't front line. They didn't even have a full rally. I don't think it really would have mattered anyway. What's 500,000 more calves was not gonna do anything. Maybe wound like 100,000 more, but I mean, I have full infirmary, so it wouldn't have done anything. So anyway, let's take a look at the battle. Unfortunately, this account doesn't really have like amazing familiars, so I just kind of went with what I got, which means that it wasn't gonna get to proc. While he did have a couple of good ones, so in that case it was in his favor. But at the end of the day, it's just so many more troops. Like, it's I have almost 10 times his troops, so I mean, what can you actually expect? That's what traps are. When you're rallying, you're limited to the amount of troops that you can have, while traps, they pretty much just have free reign. So that's why generally I don't really find trapping to be that impressive, unless we're talking about like multiple rallies from multiple really strong people. Outside of that, it's, you know, it's whatever. But since this rally here was kind of just like me not really expecting it, not really even trying to get this, I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and record it and post it. It was right before I went on my trip, so it kind of got delayed as far as getting this uploaded, but it is what it is. Since I knew that I was gonna go and I wasn't gonna be able to keep the leader, because I'm not gonna go for 3 days with no signal and stay unshielded. That's just not smart. But I was like, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and set a bounty, because maybe they'll be crazy enough to actually pay it and come right back. Unfortunately, if Doctor Zero was not able to really scratch me, there was really nobody in that guild and pretty much the kingdom that could really do anything else to me. So yeah, it seems like in this kingdom anyway, I'm not really gonna get much more action, because now they know I'm a trap, and yeah, they know what's gonna happen. They gotta come with at least 3 rallies to even like dent me. So yeah, we might have to move pretty soon. But we're gonna go ahead and switch over to my main account, because now that I showed you me trapping, I'm gonna show you me trying to smash a solo trap. So let me set the scene here, okay? We had a member that solo attacked this trap and got captured. Now I don't remember exactly what they sent. I think they might have sent calves, and they got captured. So everybody was trying to like set up this solo hits, and everybody was just gonna go ahead and send solo marches at the same time. I think there was like 4 or 5 of us. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go infantry, and I'm just gonna port in and take them by surprise. Now here's the thing, I popped my boost and everything. You know what I actually forgot to do? I forgot to use on max army size. So I was like, oh crap, my max army size. So I had to go back, use it really quickly, and then attack it. Now at this point, I didn't really know if they were online or anything like that, so I'm just pretty much going blind. We didn't know what they had, because the guy got captured, so we had no idea. So I'm just going in blind, and boom, fire on the first hit, save the leader, and then everybody is gonna go ahead and start their solo march. And then of course, because the solo trap was online, they shielded, because he saw, he was like, oh no, we're definitely not taking all these hits right after we just burned on the first hit. So I figured, okay, so if we burn on the first hit, I wonder how many troops they had up in that castle. Was it like a really solid trap? What's going on here? So I believe what ended up happening is that they attacked originally with calves, and then they changed the phalanx to kind of like try to trick us. But little did they know that I was gonna go infantry, and look at that, 11.5 million troops versus my 375,000, and I came away pretty much. I mean, I lost more might, but when you can crack 11.5 million on a solo trap, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. Now, I believe if the other solo attacks hit, he probably would have lost another like million or so, depending on what they were sending, because I know there were a couple of calves going, and since he was an infantry phalanx, that would have hurt him big time. And then if we get rid of the infantry, then the range would have just destroyed him. So we see the composition here. He had 2.3 million gladiators, and then a bunch of archers and cataphracts in the back. So basically, this is a trap that's meant to take it in infantry phalanx. And since it's meant to take it in infantry phalanx, if you go calves, the archers are just going to destroy you. So infantry is usually the best way to go, just to make sure that you're not going to get destroyed by those archers. But Big Bob, and if you take a look at his gear, I mean, his gear is actually not too bad either. So I mean, not too shabby. The heroes weren't too bad. So the guy knew what he was doing. He just probably wasn't expecting the hit to come so soon. So anyway, let's go ahead and view the battle, because I want to see how well we did with the morale, if we were super close to losing, what ended up happening. So there you go, my familiar procs right away. The walls were breached, because remember, he did get attacked right before I attacked, so that wall was none of my concern at that point. And there you go. So it eventually, it just came down to my infantry versus his infantry. And then when you get that trio of familiars proccing right there, oh baby, your troops just become so strong. And then of course, once you get the stacking familiars going, you know that it's going to be a good time. Unless you're getting destroyed, then you know, at that point it's not really a great time. But yeah, look at that, it's the 4th time it's proc. That means that I have 400% infantry attack, and there he goes, 500%. And his morale at this point is just crushed. I don't know if I even get to 50%. There you go, 600% extra attack. And do I get to 700%? Yes, I do. So yeah, those stacking familiars, man, they're still freaking amazing. I did actually just get under 50%. 48% morale still left after hitting 11.5 million troops. That's actually not too bad. But like I said, when you're a trap, it's kind of like super boring, just kind of sitting there and letting everybody else dictate what you do. So that's why you guys don't really see much trapping on my end. It's just because it's super boring. But I'll tell you this much. If you guys want more trapping, what I'm thinking about doing is I can take my trap and I can go kingdom to kingdom trying to bait traps and see if I can get footage for you guys. So let me know what you guys think about that. By the way, this is a message that he sent to me after the fact. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching, and until later, bye.